그래도 어머. 어머.
These 12 Korean actors aren't just stars. They're genuinely kind souls who make their fans feel loved in ways that go beyond fan service. Get ready because this list might just restore your faith in celebrity kindness. 12. Ji Chang-wook. So picture this. You're at Incheon Airport, your toddler is having an absolute meltdown because escalators are apparently terrifying, and you're sweating through your shirt trying to calm him down. Then, out of nowhere, some guy just steps in, takes your kid's hand, and helps you both down safely. Now imagine finding out later that the random helpful stranger was Ji Chang-wook, fresh off a flight from an overseas fan meeting. Most celebrities would have speed-walked past that situation. I mean, who wants to deal with a screaming child when you're jet-lagged? But he didn't hesitate. The mom posted about it online, and honestly, reading her relief and gratitude was almost as touching as the act itself. But wait, there's more. A fan once accidentally left her purse in a gift she sent to his team. Instead of just handing it over to Lost and Sound like most people would, his staff returned it with a personal note from him, telling her to be more careful next time. That's not just being honest, that's actively looking out for someone. He's mentioned that his military service gave him time to grow up and really think about the kind of person he wants to be. And honestly, it shows. The man's out here parenting random airport kids and writing life advice to fans who lose their stuff. Number 11. Byun Woo-seok. Lovely Runner turned Byun Woo-seok into a global sensation practically overnight, but here's what got fans. During his Summer Letter fan meet tour, he stood on stage and admitted, voice shaking, eyes watering, that he wasn't feeling well and was worried he couldn't give his fans the performance they deserved. Instead of being disappointed, his fans, the Tung Tongs, cute name, surprised him with a tribute video thanking him for everything. And he just lost it, full tears. The whole room was crying. It was this beautiful, messy moment of mutual love that you don't usually see at these polished events. What really strikes me is how he talks about meeting fans. He says every interaction is like a letter to me. Like he's literally reframing the entire concept of fan service into something personal and meaningful, rather than transactional. I know, before Lovely Runner, this guy mostly played characters stuck in one-sided crushes or tragic storylines. K-drama writers really do love making us suffer, don't they? But he said he's genuinely happy to finally have a beautiful, happy ending, both in his career and with his worldwide fan base. Oh, and during filming, everyone kept joking about how he was basically as tall as the doorways in that old house set. The man's out here bonking his head on ceilings for our entertainment. 10. Park Seo-joon. He doesn't do charity for headlines. He does it so quietly that we only find out when the families involved speak up. This man made a donation that helped fund a young fan's life-saving brain tumor surgery. Let that sink in for a second. Life-saving. He later shared the handwritten letter he received from the child's family, where they thanked him for giving them hope and courage during the darkest time of their lives. Samsung Medical Center even sent a separate note saying that a donor who gives someone the courage to stand again is like the spring. That's poetry, and it's about Park Seo-joon's generosity. Actually, scratch that whole section about his dating life that people keep obsessing over. Who cares about relationship rumors when this man is out here literally saving lives and being someone's reason for hope? This is the stuff that truly matters. What I love is that he balances this incredible depth of character with totally relatable, goofy social media presence, posting vacation pics, sharing clips where he zooms in and out on his own advertisements like a dork. Fans flood his comments with stuff like, "So glad you're resting well," because they genuinely want him to be happy. That mix of anonymous, world-changing charity and accessible, lighthearted online energy, that's the sweet spot. 9. Gong Yoo. He has been treating fans like treasured friends since 2006, which is wild considering how massive he is now. What gets me about him is that at fan meetings, he'll literally ignore security boundaries and jump straight into the audience. Not just the front rows either. He walks all the way to the back corners to make sure he says hello to every single section. For someone at his level of fame, that physical effort to reach the fans in the nosebleed seats is huge. It's a tangible demonstration of respect. After Goblin exploded, I was honestly worried he'd become one of those untouchable megastars. But seriously, I fast-forwarded through all the scenes where he was just being cranky in that show. Thankfully, he stayed incredibly grounded. There's this video of him genuinely, humbly bowing in gratitude after receiving birthday gifts from fans, and it's just pure. Fans were posting things like, "Gong Yu thanking his fans for the gifts? He's too precious." And they're not wrong. Nearly 2 decades in, and his gratitude still feels fundamental, not manufactured. That's the kind of consistency that makes you believe it's real. 8. Cha Eun-woo. He might look like some perfectly sculpted statue come to life, but his patience is remarkably human. During a fan meet in Manila, they were running on a super tight schedule when someone mentioned that a media person was running late. In typical Korean entertainment fashion, everyone expected them to just start without waiting. Time is money, schedules are sacred, you know the drill. But Eun-woo just sweetly said it was okay and waited a few extra minutes. I mean, I get why his staff were surprised. You don't expect someone like him to just politely wait, right? Imagine making him wait. I'd apologize for a literal year. That demonstration of basic human courtesy over rigid scheduling is rare and beautiful. Then there's the moment right before his military enlistment that absolutely destroyed fans. He held a final live stream where he openly said how much he'd miss his fans, his Aroha, and made this genuinely heartfelt plea: "Please don't forget me." Like, this is a superstar who could have gone in confident and cocky, but instead he showed real vulnerability and anxiety about being gone for 18 months. Fans found it both heartbreaking and slightly ridiculous because, dude, no one's forgetting that face or that heart. But that insecurity, that recognition of how fragile the fan-idol relationship can be, that's what made the moment so sincere and human. He wasn't performing, he was genuinely worried. 7. Lee Junho. He powered through an entire 3-hour fan meet in Singapore while battling the flu. 3 hours. Most of us call in sick for a mild headache, but this man showed up because he respected the time, money, and travel his fans had committed to being there. During the event, he did this spontaneous crying contest with a fan, held her hands, looked intensely into her eyes, and she lost almost immediately, nearly in tears, just from the overwhelming emotion of being that close to him. His focused attention generated real, powerful emotion. That's the kind of presence that goes beyond performance. But here's where it gets serious. During a fan con in Sao Paulo, someone crossed a major line and kissed him without consent. His fans immediately rallied to his defense, pointing out that idols often feel immense pressure to stay accommodating even when they're uncomfortable. Why did they do this to him? I swear, if you can't respect personal space, you don't deserve to be that close. Junho's kindness should absolutely not be taken for granted. The fact that he handled such a deeply unsettling violation with grace and professionalism shows that his sweetness isn't weakness. It's backed by serious emotional strength and an unwavering commitment to his audience, even when they don't all deserve it. 6. Lee Min-ho. He didn't just do fan service. He literally created an entire philanthropic platform called Promise back in 2014, so his fans could participate in humanitarian causes together. This is next-level thinking, turning passive fandom into active global citizenship. Through Promise, they donated 300 million won for COVID-19 relief. His Mexican fans gathered bottles and caps, donating the profits to young leukemia patients. He worked with UNICEF to secure 6.5 million water purification tablets for children. These aren't just nice gestures, they're massive, coordinated efforts with real-world impact. To celebrate his 10th debut anniversary, fans planted 510 trees in Inner Mongolia through Promise. 510 trees. That's a forest they grew together. Actually, scratch that narrative people push about him avoiding military service. He was designated as a public service worker due to serious injuries from past accidents, and he served his time diligently at a welfare center. That commitment counts. What Promise proves is that Lee Min-ho sees his fame as a vehicle for community empowerment, giving his fans, his Minos, a shared history of making the world tangibly better. That's a legacy that goes way beyond dramas. 5. Jung Hae-in. He is famous for hosting unusually long fan meetings, and the reason is simple. He dedicates significant time to personalized interactions with each person. We're talking one-on-one sessions, individual selfie opportunities. Fans often say his events are the longest they've ever attended. In an industry where time literally equals money and most meetings are brief and efficient, choosing to maximize emotional connection over efficiency is a radical act of respect. The man is perpetually cute in person, which, if you're trying to land serious, gritty roles, must be mildly frustrating. But we don't mind. What matters is that his sweet, kind demeanor in real life matches the loyal, sincere characters he plays on screen. That consistency is everything. When fans meet him and discover he's exactly as warm as they hoped, it validates their affection. We're not projecting. He really is that genuinely kind. The sweet face is matched by an equally sweet heart. And in this industry, that alignment is increasingly rare. 4. Hyun Bin. He could have easily let Crash Landing on You fame go to his head, but during his first ever fan meet in Manila, he confessed he was genuinely overwhelmed by the love and the unforgettable welcome Filipino fans gave him. That willingness to express surprise, rather than just accepting adoration as his due, shows real humility. And he didn't stop there. He made sure to try local Filipino food, and specifically mentioned loving adobo. That cultural curiosity and respect, chef's kiss. The absolute best moment, though, was when veteran actress and media executive Charo Santos met him and turned into a beaming fangirl. She posted about how Chloe saved her sanity during the pandemic and gushed over finally meeting her Oba and holding his hand. Honestly, I didn't get the Crash Landing on You hype right away. I know. But then I watched it during the pandemic, and that show absolutely saved my sanity, just like it did for Charo and millions of others. The fact that he received this high-profile fangirling with such grace and humility validates every single fan's emotional experience. The Chloe magic is real, and he treats it, and us, with the reverence it deserves. 3. Lee Joon-gi. Lee Joon-gi's 2024 Seoul fan event, Joon-gi's Day, lasted 210 minutes. That's 3.5 hours. He performed 22 songs in multiple languages, catering to Korean fans and international supporters who traveled from all over Asia. Wait, 210 minutes? Is he secretly a vampire? Where does he get this energy? I get tired just watching a 90-minute movie, let alone performing a full-blown concert marathon like that. This level of physical sacrifice and emotional generosity is genuinely unparalleled in the industry. But the sweetness extends beyond entertainment. He incorporates deeply personal elements, like answering fans' real-life concerns that were submitted beforehand through questionnaires, basically acting as a counselor during what's supposed to be a fun event. His fans famously donated 5 tons of rice on his behalf, and he's consistently contributed large sums to medical centers in response. It's this beautiful, mutually uplifting cycle of philanthropy where everyone's trying to outkind each other. That reciprocal generosity, where his charitable acts inspire fans to give back, which then inspires him further, that's the gold standard of fan-idol relationships. Number 2. Park Hyung-sik. He has this incredible ability to unlock emotional memories during fan meetings by performing iconic OSTs from his hit dramas. He'll sing Because of You from Strong Woman Do Bong Soon or the deeply nostalgic Two People from Me Airs, and suddenly everyone's transported back to the exact moment they first fell for his characters, like CEO An Min-hyuk. He's not just singing, he's opening a portal to your feelings. I loved him in The Heirs, but why were we subjected to that ridiculous poverty plotline? Actually, scratch that. The OSTs were the best part, and him singing them live just takes me right back to Jo Myung-soo being adorable. Beyond the music, he shares intimate personal details, like photos from his elementary school days with his friends, making him feel less like a distant idol and more like a cherished friend you've known forever. He constantly tells fans how much strength he draws from seeing them fill the seats, which validates their commitment. It's this sentimental, deeply personal approach that makes his fan service feel less like an event and more like a reunion. Number 1. Park Bo-gum. He takes the top spot because his dedication to fans is so meticulous, it borders on extreme. He once confessed that he skipped eating before a fan meet because he wanted to look good for the audience and show and share my good appearance. Now, that might sound intense, and honestly, someone should probably tell him to eat, but it illustrates his deep-seated belief that presenting his absolute best self is how he honors fans' time and dedication. His whole mission is inspiring a beautiful mindset, and he lives it completely. But the moment that seals his number 1 position, the iconic raffle slip rescue. During a fan meet raffle, a slip with someone's seat number accidentally fell to the floor. The crew almost missed it. Park Bo-gum immediately noticed, picked it up, read the number aloud, and called the lucky fan on stage for a selfie. Why did people ever doubt how pure he is? It's almost frustrating how genuinely nice he is. Why do we always assume people this sweet must be hiding something? They're not. Some people are just that good. This tiny, unplanned act proves his observant kindness. He prioritized correcting a small logistical mistake for the benefit of one individual fan, ensuring no opportunity for connection was lost. That detailed dedication, that's the definition of heartwarming. Did we miss your ultimate sweetheart? What's your favorite heartwarming K-actor fan story? Drop it in the comments. If you loved this deep dive into their character, you absolutely need to check out our last video, Top 12 K-drama actors who are true gentlemen on and off screen.